I am doing just terribly at this whole 1 a week thing, aren't I? Oh, yeah. Well, as you can see, we're not modded. The more astute of you will notice that we are in a texture pack. Because everyone on the server is in a texture pack. We're on the Streamcraft Vanilla server. Running, I think it's the 1.10 snapshot. Which I'm not even sure what's really in it. I think I watched it and I forgot. But when one... Ooh, wait. I might want my shield. I shift-clicked you away, didn't I? Not a big fan of keeping this thing on me at all times. Keep it there. And when I need it, I'll put it on. Blocks up too much in front of me. This is... Well, it's not really Spawn Town. Spawn is a bunch of blocks in a direction through a portal. I've forgotten exactly where. I was a little late to the game. I am rocking the serious case of poverty gear on a vanilla server. Somebody, not going to say who, somebody branch mined out the entire town underneath and is making us buy it. See down there? Yep. I'm sure that will be fodder for a good prank later on. Nope. So because we're a little poor, and everyone else has all these really awesome looking houses, that is someone who apparently took every block of quartz they could find out of the nether, and I'm sure in the year 3000 that will be finished. I'm not even sure what's going on over there. It's a giant block of blue wool. And more quartz. Not really sure the architectural style there. That is already getting some frame going on here. Hang on, let's do this. Video setting. Let's drop this down a little ways. Take my smooth lighting off. That's a little better. Now that I'm not having to render quite so much. I think that's KR990's house. Someone's building the Heisman Trophy here, or that, or a giant bird bath. Haven't asked yet. The house back there someone's built. People have all these wonderful, beautiful houses. Already having trouble rendering things. Got a store. Everyone's still, rocking the chests outside. Working on things. This place will... I think come along quite a bit since the last time I saw it. Not sure what that means. This is... Oh, I've forgotten whose house this was. I gave him a quick hand with it. I don't remember. And this... thanks. Yep, lag. Get a lot of lag all of a sudden for some reason. All I'm doing is recording. Weird. Right up there is Streamphotog's house. Really nice thing perched on a slab. Oh, I'm underneath the shadow. Perched on a wonderful piece of natural landform, because realistic terrain generation is what makes this game so great. It's because everyone else has all these awesome rockin' houses, and I'm feeling a little poor. I built this. This took a day or so worth of hemming and hawing. It's made entirely out of locally sourced materials because I was too wimpy to explore any further. Oak, spruce, and stone. Yeah. And because... I'm at 4. To look damage. And because that streams... I think she's in charge of the server? I think. Because of that, I'll probably just decorate the backyard here with like some old cars, a couple of fridges, overgrown stuff. Punched my microphone for no reason. This was formerly all down about that level. I wanted to build over here because it was a nice kind of little out of the way spot from the rest of town. I had to raise the terrain all up quite a ways actually. If I go... Got a little haphazard garden here, some melons, So I do something with this. That lets you know where all my light's coming from. Yeah, I could use a torch, but I'd rather have a block because it's something you can actually place things against. This here is probably going to have to go. What am I going to put there? That's a good question. Inside, dirt floor. Of course, dirt, because I like stuff. I wanted something distinctly Minecraft. Not Minecraft, good one. Kind of distinctively work-based rather than living-based. So you've got a rail that runs through here. This is, there's a mine shaft down below that everyone got to before I did. So if I managed to loot about, I don't know, a dozen iron and some coal out of it, then I'm just using it to store junk. Go down here. This is the original level of the ground. So we're down, let's see, 1, 2, 5 blocks. I literally just picked a spot and built over top of it. And if I need stone, I can get stone. This lake was here to start with. It's my only source of sand right now. This is, I don't even have a shovel on me. This is where I went to right click on a, this used to be where that trapdoor was. Because I would just come down and I would live in a hole in the ground. Right here. This was the staircase down, that was just more stuff. This is the bed I started with. Stay in there. Bank stuff. Cave. Did find some neat stuff in it. Heal up already, damn it. The saturation on these potatoes is terrible. And found this. Yeah. Given that this is 1.9, combat is scary again. Not even going to risk that. Hashtag not worth it. So you can just stay right there. I will branch mine like a coward like I always have. Yeah, I meant to record a bit of the building process of that up there. It took me so long to figure out what to do. I spent a lot of time just digging for materials. I didn't want to mine out a great big pile, so I just went straight underneath my house. As if, like, if I'm there, no one else is going to be here. Apparently they turned the number of spawners up really high. There's like this, nope, it's not that way. There's a spider spawner down a little ways further. Yeah, a mine shaft. It's a regular spawner, not a baby spider spawner. I might just turn that one into a grinder for string. I don't really know why. There's not a lot of uses for string anymore now, I've noticed. The biggest use for string was to make it ender. And that doesn't work anymore. Stuff doesn't spawn on pressure plates. Which I guess makes sense. You know, things change. Stuff breaks, and you work around it. Yeah, you're looking at the bounty of riches I have reaped so far on this server. I have 1 iron pick in here. I spent the levels I had on it. I've yet to be at 30 levels and died a bunch of times. There was a death counter. Yeah, it's gone now. There was a death counter. People were being a little, how do I put it? Not picky, but cautious? Because they were worried they would look silly with like 1 billion deaths. Not a big deal. But yeah, this, I've repaired it once. I built that enchanting table, which still needs to go somewhere now that I think about it. Tell you what, you come with me. You come upstairs. Yeah, I need something to cover the floor. Neighbor happens to have an awful lot of blue wool. This is a complete coincidence. More pumpkins. The B-dubs pack, I really like the trapdoors because you can't see what's behind them, and they don't stop light. So I can light this entire room without a single torch. I think there's... If I go right about here... Is there a pumpkin on the... There it is. Yep. It's one from downstairs. Attic is cramped and unused. We'll probably just get filled with chests. I don't know. I don't really... This probably isn't going to be a base. This is like a spawn house. Until we kind of get the go-ahead to head out to other places. I don't see... Like, you can't stay here. Like, you're not going to... You never get anything done. Like, yeah, you can decorate and stuff. It's risk going outside. Like, you can work around here. But the place is so mined out underneath, you're just not going to find anything. So eventually everyone has to spread out, just so you can actually do things. We brought a little bit of the asylum paths here, because I felt this spot needed something. I got tired of running around there, and I complained about building a walkway. So they built the first part, I finished the rest of it. No one's torn it down yet, so I assume it's okay. And I assume eventually Stream will make a decent road out to her place. So, I made sure there was a spot, places to get through. This is... All I did here was replace this with gravel. It's not very convincing. I need to do a bit more around it. Again, more pumpkins. There's a pumpkin in that tree. There are more pumpkins there. Let's climb in like this. See? This place is nice and lit up. Nothing to worry about. Other spots, I have been creeper bombed off of other people's houses. Because they build like that and don't torch them up. Now I can understand why they don't torch them up, because torches is kind of ugly. Someday, we're going to get rid of a whole lot of these. We're going to go with probably a whole lot of that. Like I said, no one's torn out yet, so I assume it's kind of okay. But I don't want to go wild with it over the place. Someone's eventually going to put something here. I think there's a plan for down this here kind of river that didn't form. They're going to flood it up properly. Which is why we weren't allowed to build in it unless you raise everything up to a certain height. I do hope I'm not spoiling anyone else's stuff. I'm fairly certain I've got everyone subscribed to that I should be, so I know I'm not wrecking anything, but... Sorry guys, if I wreck something, This being the only place with a decent amount of water, we'll get squids. I'm assuming these were naturally planted. I'm not a big fan of these. I like big alien heads. What else we got over here? Giant tree. It has to be naturally formed. No one would go through the effort of building that. All kinds of dark. Let's sneak around over here and see what's going on with someone. Okay, my frames. Yeah, what do you mean light? Never heard of it. Here we see the wild Cape Fear John. His natural habitat. This is an excellent digging animal. I don't even know what he's building here. Honestly don't. I think he's just terraforming. Doing something. Yeah, this is the store. I'm trying to remember. I can never get this guy's name right. What's this? He's on right now? Bunk? Is that Bunk? I don't remember. Come here and you can buy all the stuff that, oh, he's got a chicken farm too. That's how far ahead some people are in just a little while. Stack of sugar. Yeah, I'll get right on that. Empty plot, empty plot, empty plot. 1 diamond for a stack of iron. Sir, your prices are terrible. You all seem to understand to use something other than torches for light. Or at least place them tastefully. Ah, them sounds. And then the rest of the town is just dark. Dark as heck. We've got the arrows don't seem to arc the way I remember them. I remember being this bad at archery. I hit a moving target. Maybe not one that's looking at me. But yeah, there's a lot of activity here, which is pretty cool. Hopefully it stays that way. Hopefully. We'll see. But I've rambled on enough. I'm trying to get something out there this week. The modded stuff. The reason I haven't recorded any modded stuff is because I'm doing bees. I'm not going to record any episodes. If I show an episode with bees, I lose 5 subs. I'm making a bit of headway now. I don't feel like setting myself back that way. But yeah, that's just doing bees, mostly so I can make the rain stop. And then the vanilla server started and everyone's over here. So I made the rain stop for nothing. But next time we'll be off in the middle of nowhere somewhere. I'll have a bit more to something decent to show you at least. Hopefully not be quite so raggedy. And once I figure out why I'm lagging so hard, next one won't be quite so framey either. But I'll let you go. I'll see you guys later.